Good morning, it's about 4 minutes past 5. I woke up before my alarm to the sound of birdsong, which was quite nice, and I sort of lied there for a few minutes. But if you find me for the first time, I am both a nerdy collector and an eBay reseller. Basically, I go to car boots, such as the one today. I buy low, sell high, and also collect nerdy crap. I would quite like some proper retro toys today. I'm feeling Power Rangers, Beast Wars, Street Sharks, stuff that I can keep, which would be nice. But I've got cash out yesterday. I'm gonna go grab coffee, then I'll catch up with you, hopefully, in the field. One vanilla latte and one not so healthy breakfast. It's 5:37 in the morning. It's about 11 degrees and I'm in shorts. It's not too bad. So my pasty white legs are out. Fingers crossed they're a bit browner by the end of the day. And yeah, stand and look at the field straight away. And we'll see what goes on from here, shall we?
Okay, mate. Oh, look at that lovely stuff. You know I did it for you. Think I'm going to take it off you?
Yeah, I know you.
I would not do that. Except for that one there.
No,
but I would. I'm not like that, mate. Come on, share the wealth. How's my
Oh, it worked on the speaker. I couldn't find my bloody headphones.
Take a break.
Does it work anything? James, I don't want to walk away. I just want to see what you got.
Oh my God.
Look.
Nothing major.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Alright, it's a good one. That's about it, really. Keep it, mate. Presents here. What about the other one? The one I gave you, the CD player. Any good? Is that 35 quid of that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
3 CD players there as well. And then I fell asleep.
You did tenner for the 12?
Yep.
10. Lovely, thank you. What is that? Is that a radio?
Yeah, it's like a tape player.
Can I have a look if that's okay? Cool, that's everything I thought it was going to be.
I don't really know if it works or anything anymore. It might do, but it's just more.
Such a shame. I don't suppose you know where the volume wheel is, do you? Looks like it's just popped off.
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's probably not.
Yeah.
It's probably not with us.
That's such a shame. That's quite nice. I like that. If this was fully complete, including the 2 on-air speakers, looking at around £165. Thank you.
It's nearly genuine.
Yeah, it's genuine.
Yeah. I was going to ask £2,000, but I decided against it.
Pretty girl.
It's 75, that one.
Was it? Got to go his name. It's Shapiro. We get him the original one.
Yeah, yeah.
They're worth a lot. Like you just said, £2 plus.
That's right. Quite a nice little shape.
How much is the paperweight?
That one is 10, the other one's a 5.
Okay.
A little bit much for something I know little about, instead of being left behind.
How much? They're £2. But thank you for letting me know. No, two.
Unfortunately, Tony Hawk was a little bit too far scratch for me.
Lovely, thank you.
That's in the other end. Change the box.
Yeah, no worries.
And that's it. And the camera, if you take your hand and you go that's not supposed to be done. No, exactly. Exactly.
How much are the DVDs?
50p each.
No worries.
I bought them in Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Other, to spread out the money. So that's something worse.
There you go. Do you want a bag?
Yeah.
This is a typical case of James saying, don't buy DVDs, don't buy DVDs, don't buy DVDs. Oh, look, DVDs. This happens to me all the bloody time. I don't know why I keep on doing it.
Maybe today. Something
Let me
else.
get that again.
Yeah. Okay, I'm talking too much. Sorry.
Good to know that one's missing a disc.
Oh, okay, thank you for letting me know.
It's alright.
You want to take them both?
Yes, please.
150.
Thank you, my lovely. Have an amazing day.
You should go. Sell everything and go home.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Thank you.
I need Gina. Can I borrow this box?
How much are DVDs?
50p.
Boxes and
£2 each.
how much are these other stuff?
All of them,
Yeah.
or individual, well, like £40 each, and this one 40 as well, for the two.
£10 for this?
Sorry, James, I was like,
No, it's fine.
because like I have tints and
How much are you going to make?
£2 each.
It's quite beaten up, that one. Do £2 for the pair?
Yes.
Right, cool. Let's have a look, see what's in here. No problem at all. No, that's disappointing. How much is your Lego?
That box is 10. There's another one there. Another two there. Thank you.
Brand spanking new has been taken out for a couple of times.
No, it's all right. I'll take it for 10. Oh God, yeah.
They're all on their phones. I don't know any children that do Lego.
Thank you very much. Just swap places. That'd be easier. So I want to get to that box. That's all. So. How much are the toys, please?
What do you want? Just those two?
Yeah, but I need to dig out the accessories for him as well.
Oh, right, okay.
I think, yeah, he's like that.
I don't know if that's anything to do with it.
That goes with the Terminator, I think.
Right.
That goes.
Let's get the stuff that isn't.
I think that's it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Although.
That's probably
no.
with it as well.
Possibly.
His necklace, isn't it?
Which was that bit? No, that's too big.
Necklace.
Yeah. Yeah, how much for those two?
£2 each.
Yeah, go on in.
How much is this one?
5 for that.
Cool.
Lovely.
You got any more toys coming out at all, or is that it?
Sorry?
Any more toys coming
No,
out at all?
that's it, unfortunately.
Okay, thank you.
The B-sides are the best thing about a lot of these games. That's the 80s, that's the 90s, that's 80s, more authentic sort of live instrumentation.
How much are the boots, mate?
Boogie Jim boots.
Oh, they are £10.
No.
They're not being worn, and then they are leather.
They look like you've hardly worn them, to be fair.
They're hardly worn. Really.
7.5. It's half a size too big.
I think it's good, better because it's fluffy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, I wouldn't miss it really. It's a Levi's. Or is it Wrangler? I don't know which one.
Levi's. For half a size, I'll chance it. Thank you very much. Genuinely my partner's size as well. Ooh. How much are they a bag?
That one £3 because it's bigger. All the smaller ones £2. Yeah, that's all the same.
What did you do? Go through and build all these last night, or are they just from display?
Just last night. This has taken a long time.
Been at it for months. Trying to find all the bits.
Yeah, take one giant mixed box of Lego and try and put it all together.
What's the best price you can do on 7 of them?
£12.
Is it a tenner?
Do 11. In the middle.
Someone quiet for a few minutes at least.
Yeah, more than a few if you're clever. break it all up to start with. You
Oh yeah. No,
mix the bags around. Never have a fun.
that would be me. I should enjoy it.
Yeah, they are good fun. It's quite even try when you can't find all the pieces and you try to find them.
Thank you.
Right. So we have.
There's your shopping list.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small ones, and then 2 bigger ones.
Okay, so it would be 16.
You do 15 if I give you the right change. 10 and 5. Where's that basket again?
A pound for that one.
Hang on. Right. One, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, you can have that box back. Let's have a look through here. Okay, we've got 8, and then the Cryptex I'll put in there as well.
Cool. So 20 quid for those ones, the Cryptex and the thing, or if you don't want the Cryptex that much, you can maybe do it, bring it less.
How much did you want for the Cryptex?
Well, I was going to say 5 quid for the Cryptex, but
Bloody heavy, isn't it?
it is. It's well made.
Do 15?
Do 18?
Yeah, go on in. Can't lose that bit of paper, it's got a code in it.
Yeah, do not miss that.
So it's 10. If you've got it, that'd be perfect. Thank you.
So, haul time. Once again, I've not seen any of the footage whatsoever. I've got no idea what's picked up. I know for a fact at one point I got my button presses mixed up and I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So, I should try and do it in some sort of order. I think the first lot I picked up was a bunch of DS games and a couple of PS3 games. Initially, I saw 2 guitars. One was an Xbox guitar and the other one was, I think, for, well, you know what? I might be completely wrong. I saw 2 Guitar Hero guitars anyway. They wanted a £5 each. One of which could be broken down into a small parcel, the other one not. With space being a major factor for myself, I prefer the ones that can break down, but I'm not going to pay a £5 for a Guitar Hero guitar anyway. So I paid a tenner for these, which I know a lot of people don't like doing video games because there's not a lot of money in it. But my reasoning behind buying both cheap games and DVDs, and I've said it before, I find around 30%, a third of people leave feedback, and I don't like chasing feedback. And if I am purchasing from someone, I want to buy from someone who has a lot of feedback, not a couple of hundred. So I think when I get to well over 1,000 feedback, I'm going to cut down on buying the very low profit items. But until then, I will quite happily break even selling DVDs and games for the time being. It really doesn't bother me in the slightest. So for a tenner, we've got iCarly, a brand new and sealed Take a Breaks puzzle, Imagine Fashion Designer, Style Boutique, My Sims. On the 3DS we have Lego Jurassic World, Fifi and the Flower Tots, Over the Hedge, Buster Move DS, Cartoon Network Racing. On the PS3 we have Guitar Hero Metallica and Greatest Hits. Now, I've bought some DVDs, we'll just do them quickly as well, and some other games. DVDs was 50p each, so we've got Wreck-It Ralph, Queen with Helen Mirren, Monster University, and a triple disc of Lilo and Stitch. To be honest, that pile is going to take me less than 10 minutes to list, which is why I like doing it. So those were 50p each. Games were a tenner, that's 12. These were £1. They're supposed to be £2 each. I got a pair for £1. So we've got Sonic Riders on the PS2 and Buffy the Vampire Slayer on the Xbox. Lovely. Bought a box of Lego. I need to go through this, but the reason why I picked it up is that I saw 1 or 2 bits from the Lego movie, and then I saw a little bit more from the Lego movie, and then a little bit more from the Lego movie. And I know that there's one of them, I can't think of who it is. He holds like a small tab thing. That's worth like £30 on its own. But there's a Ned Flanders. There's a Ned Flanders. We've got a Michelangelo. So there's bound to be. There's a Joker. There's a few bits. It's either way. I'm probably going to go through it all, take out the minifigures, and then either list it separately or just do a bulk listing of just loose Lego, because I can weigh everything anyway, and then try and complete the minifigures and go that way. But that was a tenner. I bought 2 toys for £2 each. Now, this Terminator is definitely broken. There's like a piston missing from his thighs on the back. That's a bit wobbly as well. Why are you so wobbly in there? There must be a different way of holding it. Maybe in the other hand? No. Or 2 hands maybe. We might do that. Either way, I'm not going to say no to a Terminator toy, which has multiple points of articulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is probably 21 points of articulation. For £2, I'd be silly not to. And this also came with the Predator toy, which is from 2010. So the hips are a little bit loose. The head did pop off on the way home, but that just popped straight back on. So got this guy along with a weapon, and I thought this is supposed to go on his shoulder, but I haven't quite cracked that bit. So I will try and see what on earth goes on. Failing that, I'll find a home for him. That's not a problem. It does look kind of cool. Kind of wish he had a stand though, because that would make life a lot easier. But £2 for that, again, I'm not going to say no. Let's just move all this out of the way. See, look, there's that as well. What's that? What is that? What is it? I need to find a picture of the actual thing. But there's... Does that go on there, maybe? It kind of does. Okay, that's a shoulder plate. It has to be a shoulder plate of some sort, but I just... Oh, hang on. Brains are working. Okay, that looks better already. That looks so much better. That pistol does not want to stay on. Okay, so now we have the shoulder mount, which you can see, and the gun on top. Just needs a bit of a wiggle to get that in properly. But yeah, for £2, I'm very, very happy. Then I bought a load of Lego from 2 different people. So we've done that Lego, that was a tenner. So this sealed Lego, I want to say I did a 15 and an 18 for everything. So there's not going to be major money in it. I'm half tempted, because I know that it's complete and it's got the manuals, to just shove me into a box, throw me in the lot and forget about them for a few years. But Lego set number 4 487, which is the Slave 1, which, oh, there is going to be a Boba Fett series, isn't there? Then we've got an X-Wing and a TIE Fighter, 4484. This guy actually went through and redid everything. This is Lego Systems 6425, a helicopter. Most of these typically are around £10 plus postage, or including postage. Around £10. We've got Sebula's Pod Racer from episode 1, 4485. 6579. But again, with this costing me so little, I think I will just end up sticking most of them in a box. Maybe I might as well display them for a bit, I suppose. I know my dad's a bit of a Star Wars fan, so there's 2 in here, 2 different racers. They're not worth what? You can combine them. So I've got 8381 and 8382, and as you can see on the back there, they combine to make a supercar. That's got see, I'll save my personal favourite to the end. This is a little digger, some sort of a TIE Fighter. Is that a TIE Fighter? It's like a dual TIE Fighter. I'm going to be told off by all the Star Wars fans for not getting that right. 6517. It's like a Evel Knievel-esque jet ski. That's the word. So this is quite cool as well. It's got a nice minifigure with it. It's Mission Deep Sea 4791. You see on the back there. But again, it's complete. It's got its manual. Quite happy for it to sit in a loft. 6550, which is that fella. Not particularly great. 6546. It's just a racing car. Got an ATST and a snow speeder, which is 4486. Get another little Star Wars set. So I might just sell the cars and keep the Star Wars stuff. I reckon I could probably push to break even on the cars, on all of the vehicles. This is number 6471. Nice beefy vehicle. Then my personal favourite is this, because I somewhat remember these types of sets growing up. Particularly round my neighbour's, I think my neighbour's brother's room, because he was a little bit older than us. So he used to build some big stuff. It needs a little bit of work. I'm fairly sure we had one of these. I say we. I'm fairly sure my neighbour had one of these. I don't think we would have had the money growing up for me to have one. But you just don't see very many of these around. It's not worth a huge amount. So don't think it's worth mega bucks. But when I checked very, very briefly, it wasn't worth a huge amount. But the bright glowing green parts, yeah, it's early 2000s, no, late 90s, 1998. So yeah, 6907/6909. That, ladies and gents, that's a keeper, because that's just awesome. How could I not keep that? So that's going straight in my basket. There's also a second set in here, which is 6903. It's just like a little spaceship. So yeah, that one is definitely a keeper. Star Wars stuff, keep in bags, loft it, forget about it, and then use the cards to then break even. This is very bloody heavy. This is a Cryptex. So I know the code. It's very, very heavy. Probably could weigh it and tell you exactly how much it weighs. But it's very, very heavy. And I know the code. I've looked inside it. There is no secret surprise, unfortunately. I need to find a brand. Now I need to open it again and see what is inside it, see if there is a brand. But the thing is, there's no clicking. It just sort of spins. So trying to do the code, which is Sophie, it's quite hard because everything just wants to move at the same time. So there we go. I did it. I can't say any branding whatsoever, but what people have used this for is for proposing and things like that. I genuinely don't know on a price. How long is a piece of string? That's the question. It's got a pentagram on it. I don't know. I'll find a home for it. That's the main thing. So I'm trying to find this actual one. Had a quick look online. Couldn't find any. And I bought this lot for £40. We have Lego set 75979, which is Hedwig. Minecraft 21151, which has the Ender Dragon, Dragon Slayer, and an Enderman. Annoyingly, I've already got one of these. It's number 76164. I think that retails at about 30 quid. And then 75966. Again, all I'm going to do is just loft it, which is bad news for my parents because that's where I'm lofting everything until I've got mine sorted out, which will hopefully be in the next few weeks. Anything else? We have a pair of Levi's. Are they Levi's? Levi's women's boots, size 7.5. My wife is actually a size 7. I did just ask her if she wanted them. She said no. So I will sell them. I paid a tenner. Now there's a little bit of staining or a drink has been spilt on them. But with the leather soap, I should be able to get that out quite easily. The only thing is I don't actually have any... Are they called trees for boots? I don't have anything to stuff it with, but I'll find something. I'll use packing peanuts or something and then just let them dry. But they have barely been worn. You can see on the back of the heel that's got very, very light wear on it. So, I mean, that actually looks like that could be part of the tag because Levi's tend to have cardboard tags. But it is... and I completely misread. It's a US 7.5 and a UK 5, so I'm kind of glad my wife didn't want them. What an absolute prune. Oh well. But yeah, for £10, it could be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds back. Absolutely no idea. It depends on how well they clean up, I suppose. Then I unloaded everything from my backpack into the crates. And I realised that I left the camera in and I thought, well, there's no point in taking it back out. There's going to be nothing. I ended up buying other things. I bought a bottle of brandy for my old man, 20 quid. So he's a brandy drinker, I'm a vodka drinker, sorted. Then I bought a Gucci watch. He originally wanted £150, I got it for 100. Now, the reason why I've bought it is because A, I'm very, very confident it's real. Because it's got all of its original receipts. So this is the watch itself. And it's not something I would wear personally. I couldn't find any damage in regards to battery acid or anything like that. I'm going to take it to the jewellers that I took my watches to before and they'll clean everything up. So yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most I've ever spent on a watch. So nice Gucci watch. It's got the card. So this was, the model is the 365 SL or 3605L or the 360 SL. Date of purchase was 2003. The name of the purchase is on it, and then the store was an Ernest Jones. The serial numbers on it as well, which is good. Then we've got this 2-year limited warranty thing. Everything is, I mean, obviously it's out of date, but the fact that it's got all of that as well is relatively handy. I can't get it back in a freaking thing. Go! Thank you. Right, then we've got the actual receipt itself. So, this was purchased at 5:45 at Heathrow. Between the UK and Malaga. £660. I even know the name of the server. So this was bought in 2003 on the 31st of the 7th. That is the original receipt, which again, it just fills me with confidence that it's going to be absolutely fine. And then it actually had the G replaced. So again, Ernest Jones receipt, and they replaced the G on the watch, and they actually increased the value of the thing. So it was bought for £660. Then it's got all of the details. Gucci watch, stainless steel, 1DS Gucci G silver dial, worn scratches to Blet. I think I'm supposed to say belt. Ice condition, blah, 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 blah. Repair type is the supply guarantee. This was done in 2 days before Christmas in 2004. Estimate replacement value based on current stock, £775. So they obviously increased the value of it for some reason. And it cost them nothing to do it. They got it repaired in Ealing. My biggest fear is that there's going to be battery leakage on the underside, obviously where the battery is. That's my biggest concern. As long as that is clear, I think if someone's got one up for an auction, apart from that, there were no other ones listed. So I'm fairly confident it's going to be at least 300, an absolute minimum. I mean, 2003 was a bloody long time ago. You forget how long ago it is. In my mind, it's still like early 2000s. So this is fast approaching 20 years old. It's not technically vintage yet, but it's honestly not far off. So I might just aim high. It's got the receipts, it's got all the details. It takes up very, very little room. I can have either a shoebox full of watches worth thousands, or I can have a shoebox of shoes worth £100. So what do you go for? I'd go for the watches personally. So I still need to learn more about watches, to be fair. So I've just opened up the rucksack and I forgot more stuff. I paid £5 for the lot. So this guy had some bootleg Beyblades from the early 2000s, but I ended up leaving those behind. So we have Pokemon Play It, the CD-ROM. He had some Beyblade booster packs as well, but I've actually got a booster box of what he had. A Beetleborg, which we're fairly certain it requires batteries to open, because we've tried moving everything on it and it just, nothing would bloody budge. So I don't know how to get in it, and it's really bloody annoying me. But Beetleborg stuff you don't find very often, so I'll take that, thank you very much. Let's try and grab the rest of the stuff here. A Beetleborg figure to go with the Beetleborg thingy. A Tomy Zapdos figure, which, to be fair, that's probably worth a good few quid on its own. A Red Eyes Black Dragon. A Dark Magician, it looks like he should be driving something. And I don't know who this guy is. It's really familiar. It's from 1998. Oh, no. No! He's broken! He's from 1998, but he looks really, really familiar. But again, this was from when I didn't have my GoPro with me. But because it would have been really nice to get that sort of thing on camera. But I didn't want to go back to the car, pick up the camera and then go back, because someone else would have, at the very, very least, picked up the Zapdos, I would have thought. But I would have seen Red Eyes is missing a tail. That's annoying. You absolute idiot. Are they all missing something? No. That's a very weird Dark Magician figure. I don't know what's going on with there. Right, sorry, back to what I was saying before. The Lego is, yeah, going to be lofted. Apart from the mixed Lego, I'm going to go through that now, and while the girls are out, it gives me a little bit more space and a little bit more time. Hope the footage is somewhat bearable, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I will see you lovely lot in the next video. Good gaming and happy collecting. Adios.